What is up, YouTube? It's Fresh bringing a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the Moon Knight series on Disney Plus. And this is a really good series, and I'm just going to say this first episode was really good. This is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and come back later. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so first thing first, I want to say the introduction to the show was, I think it was great. I think it was a great way to just keep you guessing, keep you interested, wondering what's coming next, just by starting it off with, smashing the glass and putting it in the shoe. It keeps people intrigued, keeps people interested. And I really think that was a great way to start it off. Okay, so it starts off with Stephen Grant after the fact that whole first scene happens. And I think it's a great way to introduce the character. They show him tied up in the bed. They show him living his, normal life, pretty much, somewhat normal life. And he does seem different. I'm pretty sure he's different from the comics. I might be remembering wrong. I'm kind of just going off my brain up and my own knowledge of it. But I'm pretty sure this version of Stephen Grant is different from the comics. But I feel like it could branch into something more. And also, I feel like this version of Stephen Grant serves a better purpose at introducing Moon Knight as a character. And that's one of the major things I want to talk about here. So when they introduce him as a superhero, they don't show really Moon Knight doing anything up until the very end. They just keep you like, oh snap, Moon Knight's no joke, because it literally just goes blank, skips, and you just see people laid out, blood everywhere, dead. I think that's a great way of introducing a character to a story. Without a doubt, they nailed it with that. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. When it comes to introducing Moon Knight as a character, you have to execute the part of Moon Knight that makes him so, interesting. And that's really how, much of a violent type of fighter Moon Knight was, and how brutal Moon Knight could be at times. So I think they did a great job at doing that, showcasing that without fully having to go into detail on it. I also think that when we go into the next episodes, I hope we get away from that, right? Show more action sequences, everything. Obviously, they did have some action sequences in the show on the first episode, and that was great. But I just hope that we get more fight scenes and we get really deeper into showcasing Moon Knight through the whole entire show, rather than how they've done with MCU Disney Plus series in the past, and that's by going slow. Because one thing that I want to say that makes Moon Knight first episode so good is the pacing of the show. The pacing is what sets it up. The introduction of the character and the pacing is literally what executes this first episode so great. Literally, the pacing was perfect, kept you intrigued, kept everything going, kept it somewhat fast paced, not really, and kept you wanting more, kept you waiting for the next episode, even though they did give us, they gave us a lot. You know what I mean? This first episode was a lot to take in. And especially for people that might not know who Moon Knight is, might be the first time they're hearing of this character, I can only imagine how much they're taking in. So for me, I still think it was a lot to take in just by examining the MCU. So I think it was great. Also, at his job, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender is in the MCU. It is a show in the MCU. So I wonder, watching, because you think about it for a sec, if Avatar: The Last Airbender exists in the MCU, that means Netflix exists. And Avatar: The Last Airbender is on Netflix. So that means that Peter Parker or MJ probably has a Netflix subscription. That means Ned, the CEO of sex. Probably has a Netflix subscription. Come on now. Come on. But no, all seriousness though, I really like that they bring up other things like that, small things like that, and just them existing in the MCU. I think that's hilarious. I think that's great. And yeah, obviously the jokes, it was funny, but it was good funny. The date, that was crazy. He was so down bad because I'm pretty sure he's vegan, right? And he's still eating the steak. He still he was so mad. He was so heated. He was so sad. I would be disappointed too. Imagine you wake up 2 days later, miss your date. That'd be terrible. So the fight scenes were really, really good. And I just want to talk about this for a second. The car fight scene. Now, I did see someone mention the CGI. I mean, that part was a little weird. I don't think it was too bad, but I loved the fight scene. I thought the fight scene was great. I enjoyed it. And one thing about it that I really liked, it was really funny. Like when he threw the gun at the car, I was laughing. That actually got me to laugh. I don't know why, but I thought that was hilarious. And they have a lot of moments like that in Moon Knight. And I really believe that this has the potential to surpass WandaVision 100% as the number one MCU Disney Plus series right now. This is a really good show, and this first episode was a great start. Just with the action sequences being better already, pretty much. The action sequence is better than WandaVision already. I mean, obviously, it's two different shows. Okay, so we have potential Doctor Doom sightings. We have potential Doctor Doom hints. Now, I don't know if Doctor Doom is going to be introduced through this show. I don't know if Doctor Doom is going to be introduced at all this early. I don't know because we're early in phase 4, right? We're in phase 4, I think. We're very early in this phase, so I don't think they will introduce him yet. But I do see him coming out in the foreseeable future. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because the castle, on the mountain, the city down below it, that's right next to it, the field, everything, it looks like Latveria. And hey, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm hyped. But yeah, the acting from Oscar Isaac has been truly amazing. I'm excited to see how far he takes it. I'm excited to see what more he brings. It's just gonna be crazy because Moon Knight's a complex character, so it's a lot going into it's a lot going into this. But yeah, for what's next for Moon Knight, I'm not really sure. It's a lot of things that could happen. It's a lot of things that a lot of routes they could go. They did show Moon Knight in his suit in the trailer. I might be wrong. I don't think we're gonna see that in the show. I'm not one of those people that got 4 episodes, got to watch all those. So I'm watching it with you guys. I don't think we're gonna get the white suit and all that in the show. I think that's gonna be later on, and I think that was just to get people talking and everything. I don't think we're gonna see that at all. Yeah, this was the best introduction to a Marvel Disney Plus series easily, and I had a lot of fun watching it. I actually watched it twice, and I'm probably gonna watch it again. So, hey, I'm happy. I'm excited. This show's gonna be really good. I'm gonna give this first episode a 9 out of 10. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace.